G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a furious, explosive, nimble combat rifle. Special thanks to Let's Go Gaming LV for hooking me up with this bad boy. I'll be sure to give it back once I am done with this video. You'll probably want it back anyway, because this thing is going to be good. So we're using the standard loadout that I'd like to chuck on this. Powerful auto receiver, stabilized long barrel and stock. Stinging magazine. Instead of a reflex sight, we just got a glow ring sight just to have something a little bit different to look through whilst we shoot people. Also, it kind of makes it look more like a bar, so that's pretty good. And a suppressor for all our stealth commando needs. Sitting at 54 damage off the bat, we can increase our damage by adding some perks. So commando, expert commando, don't forget about ground pounder, and last but not least, master commando. And in intelligence will increase our explosive damage ever so slightly more with demolitions expert, which is down here by the way. And we can go ahead and chuck on a little bit more extra damage with a bloody mess, and we can now explode people, which is fun. That gives us 109 damage, not bad for a combat rifle. Keep in mind we're going to get that better and better every time we get a kill, up to a maximum of 60% due to adrenaline. So let's get started. Alrighty, so here we are. Let's see if Bethesda have patched out this thing. Nope. That's only supposed to happen when you're aiming down sights, I think, but it just gives you an extra 100%, so yeah. Pair this with that speed demon mutation, you'll be booking it basically everywhere. But it's going to be good, we can sneak a little bit quicker, which will be useful for our stealth commando purposes. Don't really like the recoil animation on the combat rifle because it does like to jump up in your face. You can remedy that if you chuck on a reflex sight, but for the sake of having something different to look at, I've gone ahead and chucked on the glow ring sight anyways. So I think you couldn't actually get this one back in Fallout 4, so there you go. And yes, Bethesda did fix the stealth thing that happened. There was a patch that ruined stealth, but now it's fine. As you can tell, I haven't been spotted yet. Just the panic fire that I received from the turret there almost got me killed, or got me crippled at least. There's a legendary super mutant suicider there. There's a couple of legendaries that I think I've seen, so I'll pick through those blokes. But as you can tell, the furious explosive combat rifle is just wrecking. It's running a train on these super mutants, doing excellently well. Probably one of the better things I got. Oh, it's a Mutant Slayer's Gauss rifle. Nice. Say it is so nice to have Stealth Commando back, and oh, there's a level 5 super mutant. Are all these guys? Oh, all these guys are under-leveled. Oh, bless their little cotton socks. Okay, so this is going to be a cakewalk. I'm just going to stop recording here because, yeah, we're going to be one-shotting everything. Alrighty, so now we're inside. We get staggered for no reason. I guess we stubbed our toe on nothing. Never mind. Let's just get started on these super mutants. And we're going through this the stealth commando way. So we're going to have to seek out each and every one of these bastards before we kill them. Hang on, how does this look like with that? Okay, looks like you can actually get away with aiming pretty well with the stealth cloak on you if you've got that front ring sight. So yeah, there you go, there's a benefit of that. That was something I didn't consider. I was just putting it on for something different to look at, but apparently there's virtue, there's merit to it. Not virtue is completely different, but still, this thing is definitely mincing all of the super mutants in here very easily. If this combat rifle was, if like I was allowed to keep this combat rifle after this recording, this would definitely be my go-to combat rifle for sure. This thing is absolutely decimating, just like a regular combat rifle would. But, you know, having that extra little bit of teleporting super mutant, or having that extra little bit of damage with the explosive effect really makes this thing a force to be reckoned with. And despite this thing not being in the best of conditions when I first started recording, we'll have a quick look at it now. See, it's barely gone down at all because I don't have to shoot this thing a lot to actually get the kills. All I need to do is tap him 2 or 3 times if I'm accurate, and that is it for the super mutants, is it? Okay, looks like the super mutants have been duping. Naughty. Interestingly, they're duping weapons that are better at killing each other, so I think there might be a civil war with super mutants going on right now. So yeah, if anyone wants a Mutant Slayer Gauss rifle, courtesy of the super mutant dupers, let me know. I've got 2 of them now, and I'm probably going to get a little bit more after done. Wow, we're getting so many legendaries in here right now. I'll leave that one. I don't want that one. Anyways, to the control room. We already took out one bloke. There's the other one. Yet another legendary. RNG is pretty good today. Stop giving me Gauss rifles. It's getting kind of weird now. Bethesda are going to look at my stats and think I'm a fucking duper or some shit. Okay, that guy really means business. I'm going to pop a stim pack. Only got a couple left. But we can easily just two-shot him with the remaining bullets I had in my mag. Damn it. Okay, what's with all these Gauss rifles? I don't really know. Looks like there's another legendary here that I kind of missed. And another one. It's like DJ Khaled up in here. Another one. Ooh, it's an anti-meat hook. Getting all of the cool and mediocre drops today. Alright, now we're into this particular wing of the joint. Let's see what we can do against yet another legendary super mutant. And another one. These guys are kind of immune to your sneak attack criticals because they're in some sort of retreat state, and that makes them sort of aggroed, I suppose, so they're immune to it. Unlike these guys who are actually fighting, I can easily kill these guys. And what's an unyielding bit? I think I've already got a good enough unyielding chest piece for my strength character, so I'll probably just sell all of these for immediate profits. I'm super over encumbered now, so not going to be able to make much use of VATS now that we're moving to, or they're moving and losing our action points from doing it. But I don't think it's going to matter all that much. All I need to do is 1 or 2 tap these guys, and if I'm accurate, they'll drop, I'll get my XP, and I can move on with a smile on my face. Alright, I'm in danger now. We're in a little bit of trouble now that we've got a couple of dudes with sledgehammers chasing us down. But if we just use good old perks. Okay, escape artist, don't fail me now. This is a particularly bad corner. I'm getting triggered from what happened here when I was with a radium rifle. Yikes, that was nasty. Anyways, so yep, not too bad. We're over 20,000 caps. We'll have even more in a minute when we sell all of our dank loots. And I think that might be it, apart from the guy who's been shooting us. Alright. We'll have one last sweep of the place, see if we can pick up any stragglers. In fact, I can still hear them now, so yep, they're in this area. Is that another legendary? Where are you going? I don't think he's quite sure where he's going. Come back here, you little bitch. There you are. Looks like you're gathering up. You're regrouping to take me on, but apparently the super mutants are blind. Maybe the FEV kills their PP and other womanly bits, and also their eyeballs, so they can't see properly. And we are definitely done with this place. Alright, I'm gonna lug all this shit out of here, and then I'll get back to you in a second. Honestly, the likelihood of finding not 1, but 3 Gauss rifles and 2 with the same prefix on them, that is insane luck right there. Man. Now, when it comes to fighting ghouls with suppressed auto weapons that have reasonably low ammo capacity, it's kind of hard because you can't really hold them up here like you could with heavy guns, and going in nice and close would easily get you killed with splash damage jumping back onto you if the ghoul is too close. And what we've got now is just a bunch of ghouls waking up, and well, they're really piling out of that room. Is that it? That's kind of lame. Even is the manager rocked up to work today? I guess that's it. I might have to switch out servers, but considering the luck we had in thing just before, ooh, that's still a thing, cool. Yeah, considering the luck we just had in the West Tech before, I kind of want to stay on this server. Okay, more have spawned, including a 3-star legendary, so more of this is happening. And ooh, yeah, okay, this thing has seen better days. I might just go back into, hopefully go back into caution. No, it's not going to happen. Stupid perceptive ghouls. How might a ghoul be more perceptive than the Master's master race? They were supposed to be the natural evolution of humans. Well, whatever it was, they can't see me now, so I'll just go ahead and continue to stealth commando one-shot all of these blokes. Oh, I got ripped off at a legendary just then. If that respawned and I lost that potentially 3-star legendary leg, I'm going to be very, very unhappy. Okay, looks like I've got the rest of them to spawn. I mean, crowd control situations are very easy when it comes to explosive weapons with suppressors because you can easily control the flow of your enemies. See, like I'm doing now, running into different sections, sort of one by one to actually lure them out and making them spawn. And when you find big scary baddies like that, you can just punch them instead because your ammo... Okay, this ain't gonna fly. But I think you get the idea. Luckily, I've got a backup. Rule number 2 of having an awesome explosive weapon is to always carry a backup. Yes. But I know that's not satisfying, so let's give these ghouls another crack. Do we have a spawning of them? We sure do. We sure do, Bethesda. Hang on, I'm being screamed at by what is used to be a human. Oh, yep, they're here. The boys are back in town. Alright, one at a time, fellas. Yeah, that's right, you die a laggy death. I wasn't even shooting at him and I killed a guy. This weapon is good even when I'm bad myself. Maybe that's a lot of explosive weapons can say the same thing. A little bit of splash damage goes honestly nowhere. You're better off just getting the direct hits and hoping that damage is good enough. Because the sneak attack criticals is what's really carrying this weapon. The stealth commandoing with this thing is what really gives it its backbone. Because if you hit with just explosive effects, it's not as good. So direct hits all the way with this and you'll be good. So it takes out some of the noobishness of hitting in the general area of these guys. You actually got to be accurate and on point with this weapon for it to actually reward you properly, which is actually kind of cool. I can't believe they're still doing this. They're still there even after... I'm sure they would have loaded in. Also, don't you get any funny ideas, manager, who is also a legendary of the 3 stars? Safe crackers. Legendary. Okay. Also, it's chameleon. The safe crackers thing is overridden the prefix, I think, so it's chameleon safe crackers. Might actually take a look at that because I am in need of some new combat armor chameleon bits. Not a crazy intense situation full of crowd control craziness, but as you can tell, you don't really get yourself into a situation like that when you're using this gun, which is good. If you can prevent yourself from being hit by multiple ghouls at one time, then you want to do that every time, and with this weapon, you definitely can. With the stealth commando build and a combat rifle you can, but add furious and legendary into the equation, you can't really go wrong with that. Now the last thing I want to see is a fucking butt crack of a legendary charred feral ghoul, but my eyes went there and now I need to bleach them. I really wish I didn't look there, but that's where you aim for... Wow, he hit me but then didn't hit me. Go away. Okay, are we done now? Not quite, there's still a couple of lads over here. And now we are in danger. We can see this thing, even when you're being charged at with multiple ghouls, and most of us will find gangrenous dudes in here along with chards. We're going to have no problem taking them out, honestly. It's easy with this thing, especially when you've got it with Stealth Commando too. The build is like doing most of the work here. The weapon is only there to bring the build up and make it even better. Very nice. Okay, let's take on a Swan. Now, interestingly, I've found that this thing only does slightly more damage with the Demolitions Expert perk. See, we've got 125 now, obviously a little bit of that is due to Adrenaline, but if we take Demo Expert off, 113. It's only slightly more damage than you're getting with the Demo Expert there. That is obviously how heavy it is nerfed, and also how much they nerfed the Explosive Legendary effect, but with that in mind, it's probably not even worth it to chuck that on if you want this weapon to be in your inventory and unbroken for a while, so there's actually kind of merit to putting Gunsmith on. But I ain't gonna do that. I lack those extra 13 or so points of damage. Well, speaking of Adrenaline, we actually haven't seen what this thing does at full Adrenaline power, so let's find out, shall we? We'll switch into third person so we can aim a little bit easier. Man, you can really notice how much less this thing kicks when you've got it with the stabilized stuff. I'm not sure why it does kick so much. Surely, yes, I guess the 45 is a big bullet. Someone got Someone got really mad at me last time for calling a 45 ACP a small bullet. I've realized my mistakes. It's actually quite a fat bullet. It's just the muzzle velocity that drags it down, right? But anyways, yeah, there can't be that much gunpowder behind it compared to a 5.56, right? Because the muzzle velocity and all that. So, I don't know why this thing kicks so hard. It just sort of does, but maybe for balancing reasons. There's Queenie. She's actually come out with a suppressed weapon. Interesting. So at 60% adrenaline, just confirming that. 175 damage, and a dead queen soon to follow. Maybe I should just stop sneaking because I can't see anything. Oh, I've just got the blight. That's like the worst thing ever. Doesn't really matter though, we're not on the edge of our carry weight like usual because they improved the stash size again. I'm very, very happy that they did that. I can actually run again. Feels good. Alright, let's go ahead and find some goddamn bats or something. Alrighty, so Scorchbeasts have been nerfed, and apparently they can only do their scream volley every 10 seconds now. And what's he gonna do in the meantime? He's just gonna fly, is he? Really? Alright, let's give it a count. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Attack imminent. Yep. Alright. Oh, he did a double whammy then. So it's like a burst of two. He's kind of like got a double barrel shotgun of instead of like a machine gun for his throat screaming piece or whatever he's got in there. So in the meantime, I guess we ought to kill him. He'll land and we'll just have to kick his ass on the ground like usual. No sneak attack criticals. They're a little bit more perceptive, or no, it's just in the broad daylight. See, when escape artist kicks in, I'll be easily able to kill him. So honestly, I feel like it's kind of too easy now. I was just standing there staring at this thing flying around. I should have gotten my ass handed to me then. Bethesda, you made this game too noob friendly. Buff the Scorchbeasts. Buff them. Make them powerful. Make all the noob players run in terror. Come on. We need something better than this. Don't get me wrong, I think the timing element is neat, but honestly, these Scorchbeasts need to be a threat. They're like the biggest, baddest enemies in Appalachia. They're the fucking enemies. They're like Deathclaws, except in the sky and making me lag out of being hidden, apparently. Well, whatever, we'll just start shooting him. See, I reckon what I'd do with them, because I'm a professional game developer and not just a shit talker on the internet, is that I'd make him have like a mag capacity of 3 and a reload time of 7 seconds, right? So they scream at you 3 times. After that third scream, they get 7 seconds of downtime. That way they're not screen spamming anywhere, because that was fucking annoying, because you can't fucking see shit when they're doing it. Might as well use this thing in bats when we got the chance. See, look what he's doing now. He hasn't got the balls to come up nice and close, so I can't stealth commander him as easily. He's just drawing out the fight, delaying the inevitable. Well, there he goes. A little bit of concentrated fire, and a bat's burst goes a long way. That's actually quite a lot of bullets. That's more than I thought I'd get. Weird. Anyways, that was the Furious Explosive Nimble Combat Rifle there. It has been a solid weapon, an absolute pleasure to use. Good stuff out of this weapon, and I'm pretty sure you desperately want this back now, seeing what it can do, because honestly, who wouldn't want a weapon like this? Like I said before, if this was my weapon, this would definitely be my main combat rifle, just like the 2-shot explosive handmade rifle is my main handy. But yeah, something a little bit more precise like this will be an excellent complement to it, especially since they don't drain from the same loot pool either. What do they look like in damage compared to each other? Okay, you get significantly more with the handmade, but it's a handmade, and it's firing big rifle bullets that are definitely not like as fat as 45. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. So, if you'd like to see this in your game, good fucking luck. Go to Market 76 or something, or just gratuitously farm everything. But honestly, farming feels like kind of a waste of time. But it's not if you're just passing time, I guess. Can't wait till mods come out. I spend a lot less time actually getting these weapons and more of the time using them. But that's like a year down the road or something. Thank you for watching, guys.